surprised me on this record for a lot of reasons. Starting off, you can just hear the overall growth of her as an artist, as well as you can see the growth musically, as far as the production and the lyrics and stuff like that. And you can see her coming into her own. And on this particular record or whatnot, the other two records, you could tell that, she was still trying to find herself. She was still the young, teen or whatnot. But with this particular record, she's full-fledged grown. She's in your face. She knows what she wants to say, and she knows how to convey it. Now, it's been about 5 or 6 years since her last album came out. Her last album came out in 2010. So we've been waiting that long for Jordin. She was having some issues with her record label, RCA. They wasn't putting out her music. Then eventually she switched over to Salaam Remy's label, Louder Than Life. So she's under his imprint now, and of course the whole American Idol 19 record label thing too. So yeah, that's what took so long with this particular album. But I think that it was all preparation for what we have here today on this particular record. I feel like if this record would have came out any other time, then right now we wouldn't have got the Jordin that she has presented on this particular album. This particular album is very grown, very sexy, and very much R&B. Now, most of her last two records, of course, they was R&B-ish a little bit, but they was more pop-based. They had that fine line between just R&B and pop. But this album right here is full-fledged R&B. Now, this album was executive produced by Salaam Remy, of course, because she's on his label, and it features productions by DJ Mustard, Dem Joints, and Key Wayne, just to name a few. Now, on the feature side, she kept it kind of light. She had a few features, a little bit too many for me, but you got B.O.B., you got 2 Chainz, and you got Elijah Blake, to name a few. Now, of course, I give y'all some of my standout tracks. My first standout track is Silhouette. Silhouette is a very sensual, sexy record, just talking about, being in that moment or whatnot. Very sexy, very sensual record, and very adult. I think this is one of the first songs that I've heard from Jordin where she's speaking on like sex and stuff like that. So this song is very, very grown, very adult, but at the same time very R&B, which I love, and it's one of those songs that I think is going to be a fan favorite. My next standout track is a track called Left Right. I like Left Right because when you listen to the music and you just listen to her singing, she's not even, in certain parts, it's not like she's singing on melody or on key almost. It's a very eerie sound or whatnot, and it's very unique and very versatile, and I like that. And in this song, she's basically talking about, it's nothing worth fighting for. Remember we said we'll be together forever. That's what you said when you left right, so come back to me. Yeah, very, very dope record, dopely written and dopely produced. And I think with this record, it will take a minute to grow on people because it is one of those records that is on the album, and she has a few, but it's one of those records on the album that has that eerie sound where when you first listen to it, you're like, this is not what it is. But when you go back and listen to it again and actually listen to the lyrics and listen to the whole production, you come to love it, and I think this is a great record. And last but not least, my last standout track is Tell Him I Love Him. Tell Him I Love Him is by far Jordin Sparks' greatest performance, vocally wise, on this album, and I think on all her albums combined. This song, at certain points in this song, she even sounded to me like traces of Whitney Houston in there, and I was just like, man. And it just showcases Jordin's vocal ability. We all know Jordin has a, powerful voice, but for the people that thought that Jordin was just an okay singer, she proved on this one why she was not an okay singer. She is an amazing singer, and this performance was a great ballad, great R&B record, great vocals, just so crisp, clean. The production was just amazing on this. I love this track, and it's probably my favorite track on the album. Overall, I am not disappointed with this Jordin Sparks album. I commend her on this particular album. It shows growth, and it shows her ability to show people exactly what she is. Anybody who didn't know what Jordin was before this album, she is showing you on this album why she is the shit. Put in the comments below, tell me, did you like the album? Did you not like the album? What was your favorite songs on the album? Put it in the comments below. Let's talk about it. Now, of course, before you get out of there, please click that thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. The channel is Manny Corner, where I put up new videos all the time. And thank you so much for everybody who has subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. And if you like my album reviews, please tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on over and get in on what you listening to as well. All right. Thank y'all so much for y'all support. I greatly appreciate it. As always, I am your boy Manny Ezo. The channel is the Manny Corner, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Alright, peace. Have a blessing.